let's see, Bottovini 24-364. Right now, and now the guy at Bialco in the number 15 is the guy putting up some pretty impressive times. He goes to 25:15.
But then you also need to pay attention to the midboard, you know, you got a big enough gap so you can calm down a little bit. But, you know, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is Escalante's first time in Laguna, so to be up there with Joe, I think is really good. It's turned into a good race. I guess we were both wrong.
Girls and champagne for free practice 4. So with that in mind, what do you think is really on the agenda for the riders who are out there right now?
Well, I think it'd be, we just...
Whoa, down goes Giltoli.
So they get over.
Around out there.
No, but unfortunately, that's what it is, if there were setting changes made between the front end works better and you go faster. So looking at the damage to the bike, it doesn't look terrible, but it does look like there's some issues there. So
here's a replay. Down into turn. Oop.
And see, that thing was pretty deep into the front stroke there too. So that's where you're at. That's a tough corner. I mean, I say it over and over again. That's not the first time you've been that's the nature of that corner.
Yeah, that's David Giuliano experienced
Get back to your point about what are we trying to accomplish right now. Before Super Bowl and before the race starts later on Sunday, you're trying to refine your timing, your line, your particular little nuances that you want to work on with the track, and it's just it's almost they don't come here that often.
This afternoon, he makes a pass on Lowe's, and where we just saw Sylvain Gitoli tip over. Back to the Kawasaki. They are not only in the hands of Tom Sykes. Johnny Ray, 11 race wins this year.
Yeah, he is, and I think that so this will be an important session for Jonathan Ray to move forward.
Waiting for his teammate, or he's just riding along until it's over instead of pulling off, which he should do. Yeah, he was. That guy was scraping elbow. I love it.
That is for sure. But it pales in comparison to all the activity we've got going on tomorrow. We have exactly 6 races tomorrow. Little warm-up sessions in the morning that really don't count for much of anything other than exactly what they imply. A warm-up session to get the rider, the bike, and everything else kind of ready to go racing. And then 6 races tomorrow.
Cool area here.
So that was actually kind of a purposeful crash.
Now here, for the first time, we're seeing what amounts to a gap of sorts between Joe Roberts and Bryce Prince. Roberts throws in, well, there's no real indication on the lap time from the last lap. I think Roberts has pulled the trigger here with 3 laps to go.
Yeah, this is where you really make it or break it right now. I mean, you've got to match the guy. You've got to get it on the trigger. And, a lot of times in these races, everything seems fine and you're matching really well. You take off in front of you.
The yellow one's
and that's
in the lead,
really
right?
common in super sport racing.
Including Ryan Harper and J.C. Kidd. And so he's going to have to pick his way
Really helped Prince, though, on the way through.
At least 3 riders in front.
Yeah,
Just like
yeah.
Josh was talking about, maybe you can peel along the traffic.
Hard braking down into turn number 11. There's an all-star cast watching the race. And up in front now, the number 192 is Ryan Harper. And also in that case, it looks like Roberts has gotten through. No, it's Patricia Fernandez. There's the ponytail flapping in the breeze. Roberts has gotten through pretty clean. We're now at 2 laps to go. Made it through as well. So they're about the same distance apart as they were before they came up on lap traffic.
Yeah, Prince did a really good job with attached to Roberts on the way through all that traffic.
Another rider just in front of him right now, but it's only one.
Another rider just went down?
Better spot here.
Is that what it said?
But it is now inside 2 laps to go.
It's a little dicey now because you don't have any time to make a mistake and recover from it. You're running out of laps. These lap riders are all over the place.
Joe Roberts. Coming up on 1 lap to go. Bryce Prince on the back wheel of Joe Roberts now, and they'll cross the line on the raceway. Laguna Seca remaining. Big cheers from the Tuned Racing crew on the wall for their guy on the podium, but right now it's up to Bryce Prince to try to match Joe Roberts.
Roberts really strong off of turn 2 there, but Prince again gains big time in the middle of turn 3, right back on the back wheel.
They got 1 lap rider in front of them.
Again, really good through turn 4.
There they are, all watching from the tent. Everybody with their vested interest in the outcome of this one. And Roberts I have to say the same thing about Bryce Prince.
Yeah, into the corkscrew for their final. Although we have some traffic.
And Roberts from
Yeah,
Atlanta,
right
Georgia,
there.
one of our female competitors.
These guys are gonna... Oh, we got a pass.
He's right there.
They passed him.
Right there, and it's going to be a braking duel in turn number 11. And Roberts has got the best view of what is going to be a great drag race to the finish line, but it looks like Joe Roberts, Prince has got a little bit of a trap, but there's just not enough racetrack, and Joe Roberts, then Bryce Prince, and Roberts. Michael Gilbert ends up getting the best in the battle for third. He'll stand on the podium with Roberts and Prince. Aguilar will finish fourth with Travis Wyman rounding out the top five.
Something sweet. I tasted, nasty, nasty, the kind of thing I like to eat. Nasty, tasted, nasty, sitting at the tip of my tongue. Nasty, tasted, good, we're gonna have such fun. Roti filled with gold, a southern sweetie, all salt, your cantaloupe, boiled peanuts, chocolate, egg cream, nasty tasty, you know what I mean. Bread pudding, vanilla pudding, banana pudding, chocolate pudding. Who puts the pudding in the pudding? Pudding. Who puts the pudding in the pudding? Who puts the pudding? Who puts the pudding? Who's putting the pudding in the pudding? Who puts the pudding in the pudding? Pudding. Who puts the pudding in the pudding? Who puts the pudding? Who puts the pudding? Who's putting the pudding in the pudding?
I wake up in the morning, baby, I'm lazy, it's hazy, something crazy went down last night, but I'll be damned if I tell you what it is. Now you're thinking I was in my cups, you think drinking and dancing I was, what was up? I was all dressed up to go to the party, but somehow I never made it out the door.
Nasty, tasty, looking for something sweet. I tasted, nasty, the kind of thing I like to eat. Nasty, sitting at the tip of my tongue. Nasty, tasty, good, gonna have such fun.
Breakfast in bed with butter and jelly and bacon and
Monday,
I'm calling in sick.
Tuesday,
let's have a picnic.
Wednesday,
eating corn on the cob.
Thursday,
Friday,
I'm calling in sick.
Saturday,
let's have a picnic.
Sunday,
corn on the cob.
Monday,
yes, I lost my job. Tasted, looking for something sweet. I tasted, nasty, the kind of thing I like to eat. Nasty, tasty, sitting at the tip of my tongue. Nasty, tasty, good, we're gonna have such fun.